If silence had a price, would you pay to hear it? If time could be bought, how much would a minute beside the one you love be worth? We live in a world where a luxury car is more desired than a peaceful night's sleep. We're so obsessed with money that we forget to realize what truly has value has no price. This is the paradox of value. Essential things in life, like water, air, or time, are often seen as free and therefore undervalued. Meanwhile, superficial objects that do nothing to sustain our existence, like jewelry, designer watches, or stocks on the trading floor, are coveted, protected, idolized. Why? Because they have a price, because they cost something, because they can be traded, sold, measured in numbers. It was Adam Smith, the father of modern economics, who first noticed this contradiction. How is it possible that diamonds, which quench no one's thirst, are worth more than water, without which none of us can survive? That question isn't just economic, it's existential. The value of something depends on what it represents, not on what it truly offers to human life. Throughout history, we've confused value with scarcity, with prestige, with what only a few can have. But real value, the kind that touches the soul, that sustains life, that fills the silence, cannot be measured in currency. And perhaps for that reason, we often overlook it. We don't see it, because we were taught to believe that everything that matters can be bought. We live in an illusion of abundance in shop windows, while suffering a deep scarcity within. We've learned to chase numbers on a screen, but we've forgotten to protect what makes us truly alive: our time, our affection, our freedom. Worse yet, we call worthless anything that doesn't come with a price tag. Our obsession with price makes us short-sighted. We lose the ability to see the value in what doesn't shine, doesn't earn interest, doesn't generate likes. A genuine hug doesn't count toward GDP. An honest conversation doesn't come with a barcode. And yet, these are the very things that carry us through the hardest days. It's a subtle kind of blindness. We think we're chasing success, but in reality, we're moving further away from what really matters. Like someone so desperate to find gold that they trample flowers, never realizing they were already standing in a sacred field. Trading the essential for the superficial has become the norm, and those who dare to walk the other way are seen as naive or insane. But is it really madness to value what has no price? Or are we simply lost, hypnotized, worshipping a currency that will never buy what we need most? That's the real problem. We've confused price with value, and in the process, we're selling our soul for mere cents. Value is an intimate experience, not a label. Money, as useful as it is merely a symbol, a means, not an end. And yet, we've built a society where the symbol holds more power than what it was meant to represent. We cherish the expensive watch, but ignore the time we're losing to earn it. We chase financial security, but neglect our health, our peace of mind, and the moments of connection that money can never buy back. Philosophy has long warned us about this inversion. The Stoics, for example, spoke of the importance of distinguishing what is within our control from what is not. Love, silence, freedom. These are experiences that can't be bought, but they can be nurtured. They are invisible to the market, yet essential for a life worth living. When we put a price on everything, we lose sight of the sacred. We make the invisible irrelevant, and the essential disposable. This is where the paradox becomes most cruel. The more obsessed we become with money, the less free we are. We begin to measure our choices not by what brings meaning, but by what brings returns. And in doing so, we forget that true wealth is not in accumulation, but in awareness. Not in ownership, but in presence. Because in the end, what is truly priceless is exactly what no one can take from us: peace, presence, and wholeness. Think about how many times you've ignored a sunset because you were answering emails. How many conversations you postponed because it wasn't the right time. How many hugs you delayed, how many breaks you rejected, how many silences you filled with noise. We live on autopilot, as if time were infinite, as if people would always be there, as if life could be rescheduled. But it can't. And every small gesture we fail to live, because of haste or money, never comes back. Have you noticed how we treat a brand new phone with more care than we treat our own bodies? We sleep too little, eat poorly, live tense, always rushing. We say we do it for love of our family, for security, for a better future. But what kind of future demands that we sacrifice the entire present? This isn't about demonizing money. It's a powerful tool. But we must remember it shouldn't own the house. When it dictates every decision, we begin to trade what nourishes us for what merely distracts us. Deep down, we know what truly holds value. We know the taste of an honest conversation, the relief of an unhurried afternoon, the quiet of a Sunday that doesn't need to be productive, but we forget. Or we pretend to forget. Because it's easier to go with the flow than to stop and question it. Yet, it's in that very questioning that freedom begins. When you look at your routine and ask yourself, with courage, am I living or merely surviving? The paradox of value forces us to face an uncomfortable truth. What matters most is exactly what we don't know how to value. We are surrounded by invisible treasures, the time slipping through our fingers, the affection we never ask for, the silence that heals, the health we only remember once it's gone, the freedom we trade for stability. We're taught to chase what has a price, but maybe true financial education begins when we learn to recognize what can't be bought. If this video made you rethink what truly holds value in your life, subscribe to the channel. Here, money isn't the goal, it's a lens to help you see deeper. Because true wealth isn't in your bank account. It's in the awareness of where you invest your time, your attention, and your soul. After all, when it's all said and done, is your worth in what you have or in who you are?